Have you ever opened a drawer in your house and realized it's full of things you haven't touched in years? Maybe old bills, outdated gadgets, or clothes you haven't worn since the 90s. It's funny how we hold on to things, isn't it? Not just objects, but habits, thoughts, and even relationships that no longer bring us peace. And as the years go by, those things don't just take up space in our homes, they take up space in our hearts and minds too. After 70, life has a way of teaching us what really matters. Comfort, peace of mind, good health, and genuine connections become far more valuable than clutter, grudges, or outdated routines. But the truth is, many of us carry things that quietly drag us down. And sometimes, letting go is the first step to living lighter, freer, and happier. So today, let's talk about 5 things worth throwing away, not into the trash necessarily, but out of your daily life, so you can avoid misery and enjoy your golden years with more joy and less weight on your shoulders. Let's start with something almost everyone struggles with: holding on to regrets. Regret is like carrying a heavy backpack you never put down. Maybe you regret a decision you made decades ago, a relationship you didn't nurture, or an opportunity you feel you missed. But here's the truth: regret never changes the past. It only steals from the present. And at this stage of life, the present is where your power is. Imagine sitting on the porch with your morning tea, and instead of replaying mistakes, you're noticing the sunshine, the birds, or the laughter of your grandchildren. That's the kind of presence that makes life feel full. So let go of regrets by reminding yourself you did the best you could with what you knew then. And now you're wiser, stronger, and still capable of writing beautiful chapters. The second thing to throw away is toxic relationships. By now, you probably know who drains you and who lifts you up. Sometimes it's a friend who always complains, sometimes a family member who brings more stress than love, or even a neighbor who thrives on gossip. At 70 and beyond, your energy is precious, and it shouldn't be wasted on people who dim your spirit. That doesn't mean cutting people off harshly, it means choosing your peace first. Spend time with those who make you laugh, who truly listen, and who respect you. Even if your circle is small, it's the quality of your relationships, not the quantity, that makes life richer. Imagine how much lighter you'll feel when your days are filled with warmth instead of negativity. And finally, let's talk about clutter, the physical kind. This might sound simple, but it's more powerful than most people realize. Clutter is not just piles of stuff. It's a daily reminder of unfinished business. The old clothes you'll never wear, the kitchen tools gathering dust, the boxes in the garage you haven't opened in decades, they weigh on you silently. Many seniors say their homes feel more peaceful when they start letting go of what they no longer need. Donating clothes, giving away items to loved ones, or simply clearing out a drawer can bring a sense of freedom. A tidy space brings a tidy mind, and when your environment feels lighter, so do you. Now that we've explored how regret, toxic relationships, and physical clutter can hold you back, it's time to shift our attention toward another powerful weight many people unknowingly carry, one that has less to do with things and more to do with the way you treat yourself. Think for a moment about how often you speak kindly to others. You encourage your children. You comfort your grandchildren. You check in on friends when they're going through a tough time. But when it comes to yourself, how gentle are you really? The fourth thing worth throwing away after 70 is harsh self-criticism. It's easy to fall into the trap of being your own biggest critic. Maybe you look in the mirror and notice the wrinkles first instead of the smile. Maybe you blame yourself for slowing down, for forgetting little things, or for not being as strong as you once were. But here's the thing: your body and your mind have carried you through 7 decades of life. Every line on your face tells a story of laughter, struggle, resilience, and love. Isn't it time to give yourself the same compassion you've always given to others? When you catch yourself thinking, "I should be better at this," try shifting it to, "I'm grateful I can still do this." When you feel frustrated about forgetting a name or misplacing your glasses, pause and remind yourself that wisdom isn't measured by memory alone. It's measured by perspective, kindness, and how much love you've shared. Speaking kindly to yourself doesn't just improve your mood, it strengthens your health, lowers stress, and makes each day feel a little brighter. And that brings us to another heavy burden many carry without even realizing it: fear of the future. As we grow older, uncertainty can feel overwhelming. Questions about health, independence, finances, or even the unknowns of aging itself can sit quietly in the back of your mind, creating a constant hum of worrying. The truth is, worrying about tomorrow robs today of its joy. You've already lived through challenges you once thought were impossible, haven't you? Illness, heartbreak, financial struggles, even world events, you got through them all. And here you are, stronger than you realize. Instead of fearing what lies ahead, focus on preparing where you can and trusting yourself for the rest. Maybe that means setting up a simple daily routine that supports your health, making small financial adjustments for peace of mind, or talking openly with loved ones about your wishes. Once you've taken practical steps, allow yourself to release the rest. Worrying never protected anyone, it only steals moments that could have been spent laughing, connecting, or enjoying a quiet walk in the park. When you let go of self-criticism and fear of the future, something magical happens. You begin to reclaim your freedom. Life feels lighter, your heart feels calmer, and your days become filled with more presence. It's like opening a window in a stuffy room and suddenly breathing fresh air. You start noticing the small joys again: the warmth of a morning cup of tea, the sound of rain against the window, the way your favorite song still stirs up memories. And now, as we continue, there's one more thing worth letting go of, something many people never realize is holding them back, yet it can quietly shape the way you experience the years ahead. The last thing to throw away after 70 is the belief that your best days are behind you. This one is subtle but powerful. Somewhere along the way, society starts to whisper, slow down, step aside, you've done enough, and sometimes we begin to believe it ourselves. But nothing could be further from the truth. Life after 70 isn't the end of the story, it's a new chapter with its own rhythm, beauty, and opportunities. Think about it. You've lived through decades of change, gained wisdom that younger people can't yet imagine, and learned lessons only time can teach. That doesn't mean the adventure is over. It means you're better equipped than ever to choose how you want to live. Maybe it's finally exploring a hobby you never had time for, like painting, gardening, or writing down your life stories for the next generation. Maybe it's traveling, even if just to a nearby town you've never visited. Or maybe it's simply learning to slow down and savor the little things: the morning breeze, the smile of a stranger, the freedom of not rushing anywhere. When you throw away the belief that your best years are behind you, you open the door to the possibility that some of your happiest moments are still ahead. Joy doesn't belong to the young, it belongs to anyone willing to welcome it. And you, with your experience and resilience, are more than ready to embrace it. Now, let's take a moment to pull all of this together. Regret, toxic relationships, clutter, harsh self-criticism, fear of the future, and the belief that life has passed you by. Each one of these things weighs you down quietly, often without you even noticing. But letting them go, that's when the real magic happens. Suddenly, your days become lighter, your heart feels freer, and your spirit has space to breathe again. You begin to realize that happiness doesn't come from holding on tightly, it comes from knowing what to release. Remember, it's never too late to make changes that bring you peace. Even the smallest step, clearing one drawer, forgiving yourself for one mistake, saying no to one toxic interaction, or simply speaking kindly to yourself in the mirror, can create a ripple of change in your daily life. And those ripples, over time, turn into waves of transformation. So, as you move forward, I invite you to look around your life with gentle honesty. What no longer serves you? What keeps you from waking up with a light heart? And most importantly, what can you let go? of today to make room for more joy tomorrow. You deserve to live these years with freedom, happiness, and a sense of fulfillment. Age doesn't take that away, it gives you permission to prioritize what truly matters. And every day is a chance to choose peace, laughter, and love over the things that drain you. If this message resonates with you, I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Share one thing you're ready to let go of, it might inspire someone else to do the same. And if you found this helpful, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more uplifting conversations about living well at every age. Here's to living lighter, freer, and happier, not just after 70, but every single day you're given, because the truth is, life is still yours to enjoy, and the best moments can be yet to come.